A higher consciousness is needed, awakening to a new era, transcending the old paradigms to build a new future. Robert Johnson once said, "Nothing will see us through the age we are entering but a higher consciousness, and that comes hard." Introduction: The Age of Disruption. Humanity stands at the precipice of a new era, an age defined by technological acceleration, political upheaval, environmental crisis, and the battle over truth itself. The world we have inherited is rapidly unraveling, revealing deep structural flaws in how we govern, communicate, and even perceive reality. Yet our greatest challenge is not external, it is within. The survival of civilization will not be determined by artificial intelligence, economic policies, or military dominance, but by whether we, as individuals and as a species, can elevate our consciousness beyond outdated paradigms. Robert Johnson's words are a call to action. We must evolve our minds, reject manipulation, and actively construct a better reality. This is not a passive shift, but a deliberate transformation, one that demands intellectual rigor, emotional resilience, and spiritual awareness. The crisis of consciousness. 1. The war on truth. The modern age has ushered in unprecedented access to information, yet paradoxically we are drowning in disinformation, propaganda, and ideological warfare. Misinformation and manipulation. Governments, corporations, and media conglomerates have turned narratives into weapons, shaping public opinion with half-truths and outright fabrications. Echo chambers and cognitive dissonance. Social media and algorithmic filtering ensure that people see only what reinforces their pre-existing beliefs, making critical thinking a rarity. Intellectual apathy. Many have succumbed to passive consumption, losing the ability or desire to analyze and question what they are fed. Higher consciousness demands that we break free from these mental chains, develop critical thinking skills, and actively seek the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. 2. The failure of old systems. Every major institution we once relied on, governments, economic systems, education, and religion, has failed to adapt to the modern world. Governments serve the elite rather than the people, maintaining power through division and distraction. Economic systems fuel inequality, rewarding exploitation while the masses struggle under debt and stagnation. Traditional education remains outdated, producing workers rather than thinkers. Religious institutions cling to dogma rather than evolving with spiritual and scientific discovery. Higher consciousness demands the courage to abandon what no longer serves humanity and to build new systems aligned with truth, fairness, and human potential. 3. The technological singularity, a test of human maturity. We are on the cusp of a technological singularity where artificial intelligence, automation, and bioengineering will reshape every aspect of human existence. But technology is neutral. It can either be a tool for liberation or a mechanism for enslavement. AI and automation. Will we use AI to enhance human potential, or will it become a tool of surveillance and control? Transhumanism and biohacking. Will we integrate technology into our biology to expand our capabilities, or will the elite use it to create a permanent underclass? The metaverse and digital reality. Will we expand consciousness through digital realms, or will we be trapped in corporate-controlled illusions? A higher consciousness is required to ensure that we control technology, rather than allowing it to control us. The concept of higher consciousness, blending spirituality, futurism, and intellectual awakening. The path to higher consciousness. 1. Radical self-awareness. The first step in elevating consciousness is recognizing our own mental programming. Question your beliefs. Where did they come from? Are they truly yours, or were they imposed on you? Observe your reactions. Are you responding to reality, or are you reacting to conditioned fears and biases? Seek inner clarity. Through meditation, journaling, and introspection, uncover your true thoughts and intentions beyond external influences. 2. The discipline of critical thinking. We must reclaim intellectual sovereignty by developing critical thinking skills that cut through deception. Examine all sources critically, including the ones that align with your beliefs. Engage with opposing viewpoints without defaulting to tribalism. Develop a framework for discernment, distinguishing between facts, opinions, and manipulative narratives. 3. Emotional resilience and empathy. A higher consciousness is not just about intellect, it requires emotional mastery and the ability to understand the struggles of others. Emotional intelligence. Learn to recognize and control emotional reactions rather than being manipulated by fear and anger. Empathy as a strength. Recognize that empathy is not weakness but the foundation of ethical decision-making. Resisting polarization. The system thrives on division. Refuse to engage in knee-jerk antagonism against those with different perspectives. 4. Taking action. Constructing a new reality. Awakening to higher consciousness is meaningless without action. Educate and empower others. Share knowledge, start discussions, and challenge misinformation. Build self-sufficiency. Reduce reliance on corrupt systems by fostering community networks, sustainable living, and financial independence. Engage in ethical innovation. Support and develop technologies that serve humanity rather than control it. Demand systemic change. Advocate for new governance models that prioritize transparency, equity, and decentralization. The future is ours to define. We are at a defining moment in human history. The choices we make now will determine whether we enter a new age of enlightenment or descend into an era of control, division, and decay. The path to higher consciousness is not easy. It requires breaking free from mental conditioning, embracing intellectual and emotional discipline, and actively participating in shaping the world we want to live in. But this is the challenge of our time. Will we rise to meet it, or will we remain passive observers in a world being reshaped without our input? The choice is ours. The future is waiting